What's poppin', my friends? I'm Denny, and this is the Flatbroke Adventurers Show, and today we're going to be going on a glass bottom boat tour ride. Stick around, it's coming up next. Alright people, like I said, we're headed out to Ocala, Florida to the Silver Springs Resort. We're going to be doing a glass bottom boat tour. It looked like it was really cool. We're going to see how it goes. It's during the off season as far as tourists go, so hopefully it's not all crazy busy. Stick around, that video's coming up right now.
Our first one was back in 1917, called Seven Swans. The most recent was in 2018, called Salvage. Now, in between these two movies, we have roughly 210 movies and TV shows filmed here at the park. Has anybody here seen any of the 6 original Tarzans and Johnny Weissmuller? Alright. What about Smokey and the Bandit? Creature, the Black Lagoon? What about Jimmy Buffett and his movie called Hoots? Everybody sleeps on the movie. It's a good movie though. Miranda Larson, before she's Captain Marvel saving the world, she's out here saving some ground downs. Now, we don't get too many movies filmed at the park anymore. The wildlife are definitely the stars of our show. You guys call Swamp Puppy. And he's pretty little, and he's hidden. But if you guys look directly in front of the boat, you guys see where those trees are coming out of the water there at the end? If you look at that log coming out between those trees, we got a small Swamp Puppy, about 2 feet. He's pretty hidden back along the backbone of a very large dinosaur. Now, the University of Florida, they came out here, they ran some tests, come to find out that this structure right here is actually just rocks. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was pretty bummed out about that. But the cool thing is what's laying next to these rocks. So as I spin this around, you guys are gonna notice this wooden plank down here. Now, this wooden plank is a 15-foot Tomokan ceremonial dugout canoe. Now, the University of Florida, they came out here, they ran some tests, and to find out that this canoe is about 500 to 600 years old. Now, Cypress has an internal compound found inside it that makes it impervious to rock, as well as insects. And on average, these guys will live about 1,300 years of age. Now, if you go up the coast, shell and limestone swirling around the base. You guys up front starting to see that? Alright guys, those of you here that are not from Florida, that down there, that is the closest we're going to get to a snowstorm here in the Sunshine State. I'm pretty okay with that. Now as we work our way out of this area, 15 years, last February, the state has finally reopened the park and having concerts again. So if you look out to the right hand side, through these trees, across the field, what's that? There she is, coming up to the surface. Look at that. Now we try to have everyone keep their space around these guys, especially with the calves. Now these guys have no natural predators. However, the one thing that does kill our calves here is stress, and they have a poor way of showing it. To the St. Johns River, continue traveling north to Jacksonville, out to the Atlantic Ocean. Now the Ocklawaha River and the St. Johns River are one of the few rivers in the world that flows south to the north. Does anybody here know why that is? Because Georgia sucks. Oh yeah, shots fired. Now I'm just spin this boat around. You guys look down there to the entrance to the cave. If this cave looks familiar to any of you, it is because back in the day this cave was actually used to hide a nuclear torpedo. Y'all didn't see it? It's kind of a big deal. We had Sean Connery in here. James Bond, Never Say Never, right down there. Now we had 3 James Bonds filmed here at the park, but don't worry, that giant green anaconda that comes out and attacks James and Moonraker, well, she comes out these bushes right to our right. Well, unfortunately, she is no longer with us. but that was a real anaconda. She did live here at the park, and she was part of a Ross Allen reptile exhibit we had here back in the day. Hires, we patiently wait for these new guys to be bitten by one of our poisonous snakes, and then come out and do another blood test on them. That is another job here at the park, and I'm glad I do not have. Now, for our final stop, we have 3 statues, but these guys are going to be underneath the glass this time, and they represent Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades. Now, we're working with the state and bringing some breweries and distilleries to the park and doing some booze cruises here in the near future. Now, if that happens, these guys down here, they're James Bond. Now, these guys are 7 feet tall. They're in 38 feet of water. Anybody here would like to dive off this pizza oven and get a selfie with them, you guys are more than welcome to. Just note, the park rangers and I, we do not share the same sense of humor. Now, if you do want a selfie but you don't want to get wet, we have 2 of these guys in the hallway between our snack shack and our ballroom, as well as the original pot. We got people's hands and stuff. Now, we have it here during cookouts all the time. The only time I can guarantee people to see monkeys here at the park is during our weddings. For some reason, when they hear that music and they smell that food, they'll show up at the party and they'll party harder than any of our guests here at the park. Other than that, 50-50 hit or miss.
There you go, folks. It was awesome. I couldn't believe it. The giant statues that were down in the water, and they said that there were monkeys running around there that are really treacherous, but we didn't see any monkeys. We saw an alligator and a manatee and some other stuff. Some real ignorant kayakers who were harassing a manatee, and the guy on the boat had to yell at them. You're supposed to stay 15 yards away from them, and they were right up next to them. And they said that the manatee doesn't have any normal predators, natural predators, but the stress from people crowding them and being around them can kill them. So he took time out of the boat tour to yell at them and explain to them that the 15-yard rule was for you guys doing exactly what you're doing. Get away from them. And that was pretty cool. The captain, he's a really nice guy. It was a good time. It didn't last that long. We took the shorter one, but it was really beautiful. I was very surprised. The boats are really kind of on the older side, but they do exactly what they're supposed to do. They were kind of noisy, which I'm sure you can pick up on the video. I didn't do any music on this video because I wanted you to get the feel like you were actually there. So hopefully you dug the video. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Not only does your viewership, but your friendship truly means a lot to me. Always be a straight shooter. Always wear your safety gear when you're out in the wild. One of the main reasons I do videos like this is because I have a lot of friends who have health problems and they can't get out and go do stuff like this. So this is a way for them to go out and experience stuff like this, where 90% chances that they'll never be able to do something like that. So the more people you can get tuning in, have your friends subscribe. If you know anybody who's got health problems, have them subscribe. It's just really fun for me to do. The sooner I hit 1,000 viewers, the sooner I could start hooking up kids and families in need with all kinds of stuff outdoor related. You know how I do it on the Flatbroke Air Gunner channel. So I wanted to start doing that here and hooking them up with fishing gear, camping gear, just all kinds of outdoor stuff. Whatever I can get companies to work with me to get, that's what I want to do. So once again, take care. I'll see you guys on the next video. And as always, God bless.